I remember the times back when you heard a Marvel movie was coming out, you knew that shit was going to be gas. Didn't matter who the character was. It didn't matter what the budget was of the movie. It was going to be above a 7.5 out of 10 movie every time. Quickly though, very quickly, around the time that Endgame was coming out, the movies before Endgame and the movies after Endgame started to fall off. I'm talking Captain Marvel, I'm talking Antman 2, I'm even talking Spider-Man No Way Home. That movie's not that good. And now as Phase 5 begins of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, they really only have one chance left. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen of the internet? I'm Treyllo. Welcome back to a brand new video, guys. If you guys do enjoy this video and agree, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And let's get into why Ant-Man 3 is Marvel's last chance. So in a week from today, Ant-Man 3 is coming out. And the only reason that this movie is special compared to other movies is that this movie actually moves the plot forward for the overall cinematic universe. And that's something that they just don't feel like doing anymore. None of the last 4 movies even gave a shit about the overall plot of the MCU. And that's why the MCU has been receiving so much hate. There are too many stories going on that are in their own cluster. And these stories have nothing to do with each other and they don't relate in any way. And that's kind of taking away from the aspect of having a continual universe. Thor, Love and Thunder, Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, almost none of those movies really meant anything. They were just for fun. And while that's not a bad thing, when you look back at it, it becomes a lot less memorable. So here we are, Ant-Man 3. This movie is finally giving us our first look into a different variant of Kang. Kang obviously is the next big bad of the Marvel Universe. And the fact that he's showing up as a prominent villain this early, when his Avengers movie is still 2 phases from now, is crazy. This basically means that we're gonna see Kang multiple times in different movies. I like that idea a lot. First, we saw the one above all in Loki, and if you haven't watched Loki, you should probably do it before watching this movie. In fact, never mind, don't watch Loki. Watch the finale of Loki only. This finale introduces one of the variants of Kang, and is the beginning episode of the multiversal saga. Without this episode, the multiverse wouldn't exist. So now that Phase 4 basically set up nothing, Phase 5 has to prove to us. In fact, this movie has to prove to us it is worth investing time into actually watching Marvel movies. This movie should display more of who Kang is, what his motive is, and how he's going to play a bigger role into the universe. Not only that, but it actually has to be a good movie. Ant-Man 1, pretty solid movie. Ant-Man 2, low-key some dog shit. I can barely remember the plot of that movie, and that's not what you want fans to say. So far, the early Ant-Man 3 reviews are looking good. People are saying that it does bring that love back to the MCU. It does deliver on that hype of Kang being in the movie. I think the only other major problem in the MCU right now is how childish the movies are getting. Everyone's tired of this bullshit cliche action movie jokes that the MCU keeps delivering on. They're taking serious characters like Thor, serious characters like Doctor Strange, and turning them into comedic elements. Now, sometimes that's okay because it has to be lighthearted, but they're taking it too far. Thor, Love and Thunder had kids using lightning powers, and this can seriously fuck up the mood of a movie. And since Ant-Man is generally more of a comedic character, I hope they do balance out the humor and the seriousness of Kang being the next big bad. You have to remember that Kang is Thanos. He's the next big guy that we're looking forward to. And since this is the first time in mainstream theaters that the audience is seeing him, he needs to have so much impact when people leave the theater that they need to see the next movie in the MCU to figure out more about Kang and the overall plot. There is a lot of pressure on the first movie of Phase 5, and that's only because Phase 4 was so shit. If Phase 4 had 2, 3, or 4 good movies, we'd be okay. But because it basically only had one, Shang-Chi, there is nothing to look forward to if this movie's dog shit. So I might just see this as Ant-Man 3. This movie could determine how popular the MCU is going forward and how much they'll gain our trust back. Let me know what you guys think of Ant-Man 3 Quantumania and if you'll go see it. Personally, I'm excited for it. The trailers look unique. I feel like we'll get a lot of lore content in this film. Without further ado, guys, I'm Treyllo. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.